Welcome everyone. I've had a request from a guy that I've ridden with and some others maybe that are curious about how I load my dirt bike. For those of you that are beginning, this is a good little tutorial. So, first thing I like to do is I try to get my truck to where it's sloping downhill a little bit. I can get less distance between the ground and the tailgate. My truck tailgate's really tall and it goes up to past my waist actually when it's up. I can decrease that. It makes that angle a lot less. So that's what I like to do when I'm in my yard. And of course you've got to get hopefully got a good set of gates or loading ramp or some kind. I really like these. Mr. Motostorm was kind enough to give me these after I rode with him. He didn't use them anymore, so what a guy. Let me have these and let me show you. Okay, what you want to do here is, of course, lay it across. Now, the problem we have here is you don't want this to slide back and forth because, of course, if it slides this way, it'll fall off the gate. So luckily, when I'm in the grass and you've got this hill coming this direction, this is stuck nice and it's not going to go anywhere, which is good. But for safety's sake, I always take these and wrap this around, and then I make sure this is good and tight. So now, when this is all snugged up tight, it won't slide back. It can't slide back because it's stuck on the cable system. So same thing here. Do this on the other side for safety's sake. So I want that to be down under there so it doesn't slide back at all. Now, when I'm out on the trail, a lot of times, and you don't have this luxury of having a hill or having a kind of a gate, you have to just kind of, I have to use the motor to get up. But being that being that I'm at home and I have it set, I can just push her up. And that's good right there. I always use my kickstand. Now let's get some tie downs. I like to use the ratchet tie downs myself. Yama Joe, when I was with him, he didn't use the ratchet tie downs. He just used your regular old pull straps, which is fine. Works, whatever works best for you. The ratchets always feel like they're not going to go anywhere, whereas the pull straps, if you don't get the top notch ones, they will come loose on you sometimes. I've had that happen because I like to buy the cheapest stuff I can find. I don't like to, I guess, but it's just what I do because I don't have a lot of money. Well, all right, so of course, you want to find a good spot on your handlebars, hook that through, and make sure you're not pinching any cables. I've got my electrical wires here, so make sure when this is pulling tight that that's not pinching on it. And of course, now I like to secure the side with the kickstand first. And a little trick, if you don't like this flapping in the breeze on you, tuck that back under when you start going, and now it's half as long. So the other thing that I like to do is I bring my back end this way so I can close my gate. Now that I'm secured on the kickstand side, we'll climb over here. I like to make sure that my bars are parallel with my bed of my truck, and then we're going to get a nice even pull on both sides. Again, making sure that you don't pinch any cables or anything. Okay, no cables here. I got this start switch going this direction. And then as I bring this down, of of course the other side's going to get tighter. And the bike is secure. Some guys like to get it to where they just don't move at all. I don't like to make my kickstand side because I've got this plastic bed down here. I don't like that kickstand. I don't want that punching through the floor because I do keep my kickstand down the whole time. The big thing is just, of course, with the kickstand over there, there's more chance of it falling this way. So now in the past, I used to secure it down the back as well. I used to hook something right here, and then of course come to this side, secure that, and then I would hook it right here and go to that side. That way it was really secure, it wasn't going anywhere. But I found it was a bit of overkill, and so I tried it when I went and rode with Yama Joe. He only used 2 of them, so I thought I'll just try 2 of them, and I've gone on some pretty crazy roads and some hairy situations, and the bike is fine. I just always keep an eye on it while I'm driving. Keep it right there in my rear view because it's all I can see. And after I get my gate, Mr. Motostorm, kind, generous man that he is, and then I just slip it down in there, and we're good. One thing you always want to double check and make sure you have. Can you go riding without your boots? Yes, not recommended. Can you go riding without your pants? Yeah, you can, but not recommended. Gloves? Yeah, sure. All of the stuff that I've got in my bag, my knee guards, my pants, my cameras, you know, all that stuff. I can go riding without that. Not recommended, but you can, right? One thing you cannot go out riding with unless you're Silver Rides is the key to your motorcycle. So make sure you always have your key or know how to hotwire your bike. Now, of course, if you got a dirt bike, you don't have to worry about that, but always just kind of do a little maintenance thing and make sure I got some nice oil on my chain. You know, make sure your tires are good. Check all those little things. Fuel, of course, you want to fuel your bike. And with my bike sideways like that, I can close my gate and we're good to go.